Hey everyone, this is Daniel. I'm the senior designer on the release team, and this video is a quick overview of our current and newest design proposal for the group environments page. To give a quick context on this for those who don't know, the group environments page is part of a bigger epic to share production environments across projects within a GitLab group. So the idea here is to make an interface that would allow our customers to see all of the environments and all of the deployments that are part of the projects within one given group as a whole at a high level. This is mostly useful for tracking all production environments at once. So this is the focus of this proposal, but it's not the only thing that's part of it. So the current proposal that we have right now on the issue is this. You have an entry point on the group navigation here with deployments and group environments. From there, you would get to this page that if you have more than one shared or group environment, it would give you a list. If you only have one, it will take you straight to the one you have. But the important part here is that you have a button, right, to create your new group environment, your new shared environment, where you would essentially choose a name and a tier. And a tier is a deployment tier. It's a metadata that is attached to an environment that can be attached to an environment that describes what type of environment it is, right? We have a few tiers, so some of them are production, development, testing, staging, and others as well, other kind of tier. And once you get into, let's say, the production group environment, it would show you the name, which tier it refers to, then how many projects are in there, and then one of two views, right? These are ongoing proposals we have. One of them is this view where it's the deployments are organized per project. So here within the GitLab.org organization for environments that have production tier, we have the GitLab project with these deployments into production, and then these other projects, which if you expand them, they would also show other deployments to production. And here you can see these could be part of different environments, but these are all to the same environment called main, whose tier is production. That's why it is listed here. A secondary view that could also be adopted is just this plain view that shows all the deployments regardless of project. It shows the project here, right? If it has an organization, it shows the group and then the project, but the project, is then just a metadata that is part of the deployment. And here again, you can see the environment with the tier. The relevant thing about this this proposal that I want to discuss is the fact that these shared environments in this proposal have to be created, right? We could just go with creating one for production, for the production tier, and that's the only one you have. That's a valid proposal, but maybe you also want to track all of your deployments to staging and see how that is going across your group. So we give the possibility of creating a shared environment that has a tier and has a name. So all of this context was for me to show a secondary proposal that I think is much more interesting for the needs of this issue. So let's start from the same place here in the group page. So we would go into deployments, but when we go into deployments, we don't go into a list of group environments. Rather, we go into a flat list of every single deployment that is targeting that group within GitLab.org for all of its projects that have a tier, right? It could be production, it could be staging, it could be development. It could target any tier. And then from here, you have this bar with different filters where you can choose which tier you want to see. So if indeed it is your job to look at all the deployments to production, you can just filter by production. These would be saved to a URL, just like a issue search with filters is also saved to the URL. And then you can bookmark that, you can share it with your team, all of that. But it also gives you other options, right? So if we come back, you could finish by statuses. So you want to see every failed deployment, you filter by that. You want to see what's currently running, you can filter by that. If it is your job to approve deployments, You could also filter by the ones that need approval. So you see a neatly organized list of everything that needs approval, and then go one by one, if that's what you want. We could also filter by project. So if there's a group of 3 or 4 projects you want to keep an eye on, you could also filter by that. And we can have additional view options here. So the list grouped by project could also be present here as a setting that you turn on and off. Lastly, sorting, if you want to order by finish date, by creation date, by environment name, I don't know, just having this possibility and then expanding the different ways to slice this data based on user feedback and what users ask for. I think it would be a very, very good direction for us to take this proposal. So let me know what you think, and let's keep discussing in the comments. Thanks for watching.